Hello friends, this is Vedant Pandey, and on this channel I'm going to start a complete uh, series of Python programming language, that is a computer programming language. And if you are a beginner you can start with me. If you are at zero level, cut. Even if you are at zero level you can start with me at this channel. So friends, first, if you are learning Python programming language or any programming language, you need a laptop. So sit with a laptop, and on the laptop or PC you need you need a code editor. So we will download Visual Studio Code editor from the official website. So go to the browser in your PC and search Visual Studio Code. Search Visual Studio Code. You can see the first link here. Click on that link. You will be redirected to the official website, and you can see the download option for Windows is here. You can also download it in your MacBook or Linux, any operating system. You can download. You will get the same link or in your PC. After successfully installing Visual Studio Code, as you can see on my desktop, here is Visual Studio Code. You need a Python compiler. So what you need, a Python compiler. So we will go to the official website of Python, python.org. It will be redirected to the official website of Python. Go to download section, and after you can see here the download option. Click on window if you have window. Then click here, latest Python release, Python 3.14.6. Click on this option. After that, click on installer MSI, and you can see it is downloading here. So I am stopping that. Whole thing is working right. Okay. So friends, after successfully download Python compiler, you need to set it with your Visual Studio Code. So what you will do, go on YouTube, search how to set my Python compiler in Visual Studio Code, and there are many videos on YouTube. You can set your compiler with Visual Studio Code. After doing that, you will be able to complete you will be able to run your code on Visual Studio Code. Okay. Now friends, what we are going to do is, you are going to write all the Python program in your Visual Studio Code. So you require a file. What you will do, On desktop, click create a new folder, name it Python program. Click it, open that file, and what you will do now is shift plus right click in that file. Now you are able to see open with code. Click on that. It will be redirected in Visual Studio Code. As you can see, now my file is visible in Visual Studio Code. You can see name of that file Python program. Now we will be now we will write all the codes in this file and in this Visual Studio Code editor. You have to create a file. You have to create a file inside that folder Python programming. What we will write, we will create a new file, name it hello, and .py. What is .py? .py is extension to save a Python program file. Okay, so we will always use we will always use .py here. We will always we will always use .py extension in any Python program file. After that, click enter, it will be saved. You can see here hello.py file has been saved. Now let's start our Python programming language. Let's begin with chapter 1 with a very simple definition what is programming. So friends, just like we use Hindi or English to communicate with each other, we use programming language like Python to communicate with computers. You know, computers can't understand human language. That's why our engineer, our scientist create programming language. So what is Python? Python is a programming language that a computer can understand. How it will understand? What it do is it convert your code, it convert your written code, your program into machine language by the help of translator, that is compiler and interpreter. As you know, there are two types of translator, that is first is interpreter and second is compiler. Programming is the process of giving instruction to a computer so it can perform tasks, solve problems and automate work. What is the use of program? What is the use of programming language? It gives instruction to computer so it can perform tasks, solve problems and automate work. Okay. What is Python? Python is one of the easiest and most beginner friendly programming languages. So guys, I want to tell you that Python is a very easy language, very easy programming language, and it is very beginner friendly programming language, as I earlier told, because we are going to write maximum code in English language. Its syntax feel close to simple English, which makes it easy to read, write and understand. As I told, you will be you will gonna write maximum code in English language. That's why it will easy to read, write and understand the Python programming language. Python is widely used in web development, automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science and software development. So these are the fields where you are going to use Python programming language. Let's move ahead. Features of Python: easy to learn and beginner friendly syntax. See, Python is a very easy language. So if you are a beginner, as I earlier told, if you are a beginner, you are at zero level, even don't know how to write a code, then it's this lecture is for you only. So easy to learn and beginner friendly syntax. Free and open source programming language. It is worldwide. Python is worldwide open source programming language because it is free of cost. You can learn from other social media accounts. You can learn from YouTube free of cost. It works on Windows, Linux and Mac system. Okay, these are the operating systems where it works. It also widely used in modern technologies and AI. So friends, Python, we in present engineers and scientists are using Python to make artificial intelligence, to make technologies, modern technologies, and it is also used in artificial intelligence field. Now see, what is comments in Python? Comments are used to write something which the programmer doesn't want to execute. They can use to explain code, mark author names, dates or add notes. We will use comments in Python. You will see later. Okay. So comments are why we are going to write comments in code. We write comment. First, see what are comments. Let's see. Let's suppose a developer in a company. A developer is writing codes for a program for a software. Okay, and after some time, it may be retire. It may be went to other companies. So another developer will come and see when he will see or rewrite the code, then he will able to understand why the, the developer who was earlier working for that company, why he wrote that code. So we use comment so we use comments we use comments for understanding why why we have write that code there, and what is the purpose of using that code, what is the purpose of that code. Now types of comments. There are two types of comments in Python: single line comments and multi-line comments. To write single line comment, we will simply start with has. Okay, the comment will automatic, after that you will write a sentence like this is a single line comment. Here this is written, this is a single line comment. So if you write has and after that you will write a sentence, then it will comment out, it will not execute in your code in your program. Multi-line comments, we use multi-line comments by the use of triple quotes. As you can see here, triple quote in starting and at last we use triple quote. Double inverted triple quote. Triple quotes, we write comment inside these triple quotes, and that we call multi-line comments. Now we are in Visual Studio Code and I will show you how to write comments, single line comments and multi-line comments. I want to write a program, like I want to yes, I want to write my name, and let's write my name and print it. Okay, print. what it will do, see, it will print my name. As you can see here what the program is doing. It is printing Vedant Pandey. Here print is built-in function. I will teach you later. I'm just here to teach you how comments are being written. Okay, let's see. If you write has here and write this is the name of developer who wrote code. See, this is single line comment. What is this? This is single line comment starting with has. So if you starting to write a single line comment, just write a has, and after that you will able to write single line comment. Okay, let's see multi-line comments. First see, is this comment is printing in running in program or not. Okay, so let's run the program again. I want some changes. Vedant Pandey 890. Okay, let's see why it is not working. Yo, yeah, working. You can see here Vedant Pandey 890. Only what the program is being executed is only this one, Vedant Pandey 890. Okay, so you can see here, not this one. Program is not printing this one, this line. This is the name of developer who wrote code. So what this line is adding to this program, this code, it is adding some new information, some more information, by which if you read this, if a developer will read, then he will understand that Vedant Pandey was the developer who wrote that code. Okay, and this is comment, so that's why it is not printing in the executable file. Okay, program is not executing this comment. Let's see a multi-line comments. We use triple quotes. I am Vedant Pandey, starting started new video series of Python programming language on YouTube. See, this is multi-line comments. As I'm pressing enter here, you can see three line. There are, this sentence is of three line. Okay, now see, it will not execute in the program. You can see here again Vedant Pandey 890 is printing. Okay, not this one is printing, and program is not printing this one also. So this is single line comment and this is multi-line comment. Start your own code, start writing your own code, then you will understand easily. Then you will understand how to write comments in Python programming language. Let's move ahead. In Python, what is variables and data types? See, a variable is a name given to a memory location in a program. For example, A equal 30, B equal Harry, and C equal 71.22. What is variable? Variable is a name that you are given to a identifier which will locate a memory, okay, in the program. It will locate a memory in the program. So that is variable. You can see here a equal to 30. What is a? A is a variable, and what it is showing, the data is stored inside a is 30, and 30 is integer data type. B equal to inside inverted comma Harry. B is equal to Harry inside the inverted comma. What is here B? What is B storing inside it? It is storing a name that is Harry, a word that is Harry. Okay. C is equal to 71.22. Okay. What C is storing? C is storing a data type which is float data type, floating point numbers, and B is storing a string. Later we will study in data types here. So these are the variables you can see and understand easily. Okay. Move on data types. Primarily, these are the following data types in Python. What are those? Integer, floating point numbers, string, Boolean data types. Fifth is non. What is integer? As here you can see, A is storing 30. What is here 30? 30 is integer data type in Python. Floating point numbers. Here C is equal to 71.22. So C is storing a floating point number data type. Okay. Because if you are using decimal numbers, then it will count in floating point number in Python. Okay, it will be counted. It is rule of Python. Okay, these are the rules, these are the data types, these are the variables. And B is equal to Harry. So what B is storing? B is storing a string data type. Any word, any name, anything inside double quotes, double inverted comma, it will be, it is string. Okay, it is the rule of Python programming language. So string will be always string will be always written inside the double inverted comma. Remember, what you will write inside the triple quotes, it will be multi-line comments. Okay, remember those things. These are the same that I teach earlier. Rules. So there are some rules for choosing an identifier in Python programming language. See, what are the rules? A variable name can contain alphabets, digits, and underscore. A variable name can contain alphabets, digits, and underscore. So if you are writing, when you will write a variable name, then it will contain only alphabets, digits, and underscore. So these things are a rule. These are the rules of Python programming language to choose an identifier. And variable name can only start with an alphabet. And a variable name can only start with an alphabet and an underscore. You can't start a variable name with a digit. Okay, it is not rule of Python. It will the editor, the program will not execute it as a variable name. So whenever you will write a variable name, always start with alphabet or a underscore. Okay, a variable name can't start with a digit. So this is the rule. No white space is allowed to be used inside a variable name. So you can't add space inside a variable name, it is rule. Okay, example of few variable names are, you can see some examples are here. Harry 18, you can use digit after starting. Okay, not use like 8 1. I can show you 8 1. So this is the wrong variable name, it will not counted as variable. Okay, wrong. You can write like this 1 8. You can use digit after starting. Now operators in Python. What are operators? We use operators earlier in mathematics. Okay, you all will know it, so don't worry. Like plus, minus, multiply and divide sign, these are the operators. And these are the assignment operators, like equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, etc. Some comparison operators are equal equal, greater than equal, less than, and this is not equal. Exclamatory, you can see here exclamatory and equal, it is called as not equal. Okay, in Python this one is called, it is called, fourth one is logical operators, and, or, and not. So these three are logical operators. We will see later when we will write code, then I will teach you what are the work of these operators. Let's see how to write a variable. Okay, we will see how to, we are going to see how to write a variable, how to use variable names, identifiers, and we will also see data types in Python programming language. So let's suppose I'm writing a is equal to 89, b is equal to 23. So here you can see a is equal to 89 and b is equal to 23. So which type of these identifier are? A is locating 89. Okay, in the storage of Python program, in the program A is locating towards 89. Okay, and what is 89 here? It is an integer number. Okay, b is also integer, that is 23. So what data stored in a variable? A is a variable or identifier. Okay, b is also a variable identifier. which stored integer data types. What C is storing a string because I wrote Vedant Pandey inside double inverted comma. So always a string will be written inside double inverted comma. Okay. Also, I will show you floating point numbers like this identifier, and it is storing 8.36. What is 8.36? It is a decimal number. Okay. And whenever you use decimal number inside Python, we will call it floating point numbers. So this is floating point numbers. Now after I'm going to write a variable name, we will see how to write a variable name. So I'm going to write like so variable name. There I teach you earlier that there are several rules in Python programming language to write a variable name. So here I have started with capital H, and we are writing only alphabets inside this. So it can be a variable name. Okay. Let's suppose I am giving hello. Hello is equal to 8. Okay. And also I'm going to write another variable name like starting with underscore with. And what is it? I'm going to write it inside double inverted comma name of developer. So what is with? With is name of developer, and it is a variable which this is a variable that is starting with underscore. Okay. Let's see how to write a variable names. So I am going to write str. Vedant. So what is this? This str is a variable. It it is indicating that a string is stored in that variable. Vedant the developer. It is stored at str variable. Okay, you can see here it is showing that variable str, and you can also see your variable identifier variable. See, Visual Studio Code is showing you that A is B is variable, C is variable, and D is floating point number. So see here you can see it is showing that it is a float. It is not showing integers and string, but it is showing here floating point numbers. Okay, you can write variable like this. Also you can write starting with underscore str to, you can give inside anything. Yeah, like I wanna give 78 value of this variable. That's how you will be write variables identifiers in Python, and these are some rules. Remember that rules before writing any variable name. Okay. String functions continued. Okay. Find. Find is a built-in function in Python programming language. What it does, it returns the index of first occurrence. What this sentence is saying, like here with example you can understand. With example you will be understand. See, here is a variable str is equal to Harry. What is Harry? Harry is a string. Now inside index index is index equal str dot find rr. So with the help of find built-in function, what program will do, it will count that inside str variable how many times r and r is coming in that string. So after printing that index variable, the output will be 2. Why 2? Because uh, here rr double r is coming at the index number 2. Like you can see rr is coming at the index number 2. Let's move ahead. Replace. I think it is very basic, so we should move on because it will, I think it is very basic things you can read by yourself. Let's move ahead because this video will go very long if I will teach line by line all the things. Replace is a built-in function. You can see what replace does here. Let's move ahead.